Hey everyone, my name is Kabi, and today I'm going to show you one of the games that's been played during the Community Cup tournament we held on the February 3rd. I also showed a compilation of the best battles. I guess it was yesterday. But this game didn't participate in that compilation, but rather than that, I want to show you one of the classic examples of realizing the fleet, of using the fleet on the sea maps. We didn't witness all too many fleet games, especially on the games that I selected for the Russian broadcast. But this game I reviewed briefly from the replay, so I thought I'd show it to you guys. So here we go. And on this map, in the bottom right corner appears Husan Boy, somewhat a distant player from Uzbekistan, I believe. And in the top left appears Voros, who used the Understrike nickname, but this is what he's actually been called, and he's playing the Red Dark in this match. So he appears here in the top left, starting off with the 10 workers build, and Husan Boy starts with the 10 workers build as well. They both plays around the similar timing for the first units, and then Voros goes straight into the Under Obelisk, which pretty much looks to me like a normal undead build right now. While Husan Boy seems to be going the second rocks into the Elven Tree and the Altar of Heroes, which probably means a double archer build, the modern version of the double archer build, along with the princess. The old classic version didn't really include the early hero, but now that we further into the progression, we all have the better economy. Many players already have the 10th level of the blue set for the workers, and these two players definitely have that. So that increases speed of gold mining significantly. By the way, here is a little trick we can see from Voros. He blocks the actual scout of Husan Boy, so this swordsman is not able to retreat, so he will eventually just die. And at the same time we also see the Altar of Heroes being placed outside of this walling, and the shipyard already built too. What's for Husan Boy, he obviously can't build the shipyard and go ships that quickly, because he placed too many different buildings of the other types. I don't really like farms next to the seashore, by the way, because they're really in danger of being destroyed, especially if you don't go the quick shipyard. So you have to play around the fact that probably your enemy will dominate on the sea. So if you go something like this, probably you rather want to place your building far from the shore. Alright, you probably want to move the initial castle, but even if you need, you can even move it to the left side, somewhere where ships can't really hit it. But why would you place farm like this? But we will see if this will be a problem in the future. Probably yes, or probably not. Everything is possible. And at the same time we can see Husan Boy going to take the 5th minute mark chest, and what's for Voros, he seems to be quick enough to acquire all the 3 chests. It's usually not possible to take the enemy's chest 2 times in a row, but let's see if he can even make this happen. If yes, then he will be up 3 chests right now, because he will get 4 of them. And that's pretty much the case. He gets 4 sea chests by mere building 1 shipyard and the 2 schooners. That's now a good place. So Husan Boy takes the uncontested bottom left chest. And it might feel to him like he's in a dominant position, because enemy didn't even come to fight him, but I'm not sure if this is even close to be the case. Because here we can see the third citadel, Goblin Lab being added for the alchemist and also the tower. And Hussein Boy has a little bit. Honestly, I'm not sure why he even thought he needed the second racks to build these few units. You can really build it off one racks, from my point of view. Because if we can, if we see the food, all right, there are two schooners who take some. So yeah, Varus doesn't really have a lot on the ground, but he has the Tower of the Dark Magic. And he has the two schooners who's about to acquire the Sea Well of Mana. Alright, so Sunboy keeps reinforcing, upgrading his rocks to the second tier. So he's not really using his units for anything right now. Probably he could have at least taken the watchtower, but at the same time his enemy is sitting back, so Sunboy doesn't really need that watchtower. I probably wouldn't keep myself from taking it. And you can't really do many more apart from that on this map right now, because there is no mana wells on the shore anymore, on the ground anymore. Only the sea ones. I'm not sure if you can ever think about taking a quick second base. Probably you can, if your enemy is being sitting back this passively. But will he? Because there is an alchemist out, also a couple of bombers, but right now Varus adding the second tower. Obviously trying to be ready to defend, because he clearly sees that his enemy is not building any fleet. That means that he has to have more on the ground.
Resources gathered.
Still on the third castle though, adding the Dwarven Forge, probably thinking about the third hero too. I'm not sure about bikers, as we don't see a factory yet. And the Varus keeps his units split it a little bit. I suppose he awaits a Tower of the Light Magic to be built here, and that's why he built a couple of bombers probably. I don't feel like he really needs the bombers to kill the archers. We can see him safely keeping those units back. I don't really like this, by the way. Those schooners should have been gone for the second mana well, not just idling on the first one. They set off somewhere, actually, during this fight. Like he's hearing to the stream. Me commentating it a week later. Alright, so the Wind Mages show a decent result. Obviously Varus had a lot less. I just thought he'd move out. I don't really like it. Probably he shouldn't have. So he loses one hero and also all the skeleton archers too. Only Eater remains, and this thing won't be able to retreat. Probably is about to eat a guardsman, but it doesn't give him a lot. So those schooners are about to take the chests again, but they have enough of time to creep the Storm Elemental, I believe. By the way, we can see how Husanboy built 2 towers of the Light Magic to actually defend from the ships. Which makes sense to me. We can see Varus trying to come back against those Wind Mages by building Aeronauts. And also he's adding the galleons to his army. The first one will acquire the chest. And those schooners still idling, not taking the Well of Mana. But he keeps adding aeronauts, also the skeleton archers, in order to counter the wind mages probably.
Resources gathered.
He doesn't really need more rocketeers, I guess, because there are wind mages, there are guardsmen, those are those are the front lane units. So you can't really keep them far from the rocketeers for time long enough for the rocketeers to shine. But right now they can try at least. The light player is probably about to take down the Tower of the Dark Magic, and he micros his bomber to make it happen. Not really the greatest rockfall if you ask me, didn't really hit much. But this offense honestly wasn't greatly executed. If your army is full of wind mages, you can't really assault anything, because obviously they do the magic damage and the buildings are not too vulnerable against that. So probably instead you should keep them back and just attack the buildings with your bombardier from a long range. That's what you really have to do. So if you just move your wind mages into the base, they will die every time, unless you have like the maxed out wind mages army and enemy has nothing. But how often does it happen to you? Not too much, I believe. So we have the dominant position of Vorus right now, even though he doesn't have too many out on the map. But what can his enemy apply to face this? He probably might try the copters. He's also out on the map to see if he can ever catch something. But we can see aeronauts moving to the right side of the map to solely protect the ships, I believe. So Boy tries to repair his building, and he's not bad at that because Galleons do the magic damage too, so they don't hit the buildings too severely. Rather, they hit the units severely. But it is not too easy to focus fire the workers in such a position. Now Boy tries to defend with the wind mages, but suddenly this opponent has a lot of damage to the air. And it seems that Boy basically can't do anything. This base showed itself like very well defended. He couldn't take it down while assaulting. And himself, he can't protect himself from the sea, and this was quite a classic execution of the fleet, and I wonder if it can even be played with the less amount of units on the ground. What if you can try something what I used to call the no unit strategy? I'm not sure if you guys saw that video, but when you go the defensive structures and the heroes, and then I went to the good units, like the tier 3 units, but what if you go ships instead? Probably this might be the case. Probably you wanna try it on ladder and let me know if it works. And what for this game? I guess that's it. Vorus ended up winning, and Boy ended up crying on Discord that his enemy never left the base, but honestly, I watched this game, I don't feel it like this. I feel that Vorus just clearly won it, and that's the end of the story, so let's wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching, and I see you next time. Bye bye.